for Friday, you were told to start thinking about your setting, and I'm just going to give you an example of my setting. So my setting takes place in Wonderland. It's a different dimension that's ruled over by a government the head of that government is an evil queen named Esmelda, who enslaves the majority of her citizens and forces them to work in mines. So my unjust law, and this is really important, is that the Wonderland government, under the direction of the Red Queen, chooses everyone's job. So that is my unjust law, right? Everyone will have their job chosen for them. Most of the population are given the role of laborer, and they're forced to work in the mines. Okay, the mine workers are forced into slave labor, where they must mine for gems that are then confiscated by the government. Workers are not paid for their work, and they have no choice of what job they are assigned. Just like in The Giver, there's no choice. Okay, so then you have to think about the time of day or the season. It is constantly winter in Wonderland, and the people are tired of living in the snow. The government has regulated the weather because cold conditions are best for mining. Before the Wonderland Government Party took power, the citizens experienced all 4 seasons. Some of the older miners tell stories of spring and summer to the younger miners. What's the mood or the feeling? Wonderland feels sad, dreary, and tiresome to the people who live there. The miners don't have health care, and many have died or experienced injuries while working. Miners must continue working while they are injured or be sent to jail. If a miner rebels, they are jailed. In extreme cases, they and their family are killed. And I might even say publicly killed. Newspapers promote the joys of mine work, and the education students receive is on Minecraft, the building and creation of new mines. There are cameras all over the mines to make sure that the miners are following the rules. So in my story, a group of miners is going to rebel, and they're going to decide to sneak some diamonds to pay for an army to overthrow the Wonderland government. In the end, the Mine Workers Union, the MWU, will take control of Wonderland and allow everyone to get paid for their jobs, to choose their own education and their own profession. Okay. So what I need you to decide is, what is your unjust law? And you're going to put that in the box under important details. And then you're going to start deciding what your far-off society is going to be like by filling out this graphic organizer. Once you've done that, you can start your story elements. In story elements, you're going to decide what your point of view is going to be. My point of view is going to be third person limited. So Annabella, the miner, we're going to be following her and her thoughts, not the evil queen or any of the other Wonderland characters. My setting is Wonderland. The mood that you're going to get by the end of the story will be bravery or confidence. I have listed the other characters besides my character that will be a part of my story. For the exposition, we're going to introduce Wonderland, the setting, the weather, the economy, the mines versus the palace, the education of Minecraft. Annabella is a disgruntled mine worker. She wishes that she had been assigned another job other than laborer. In her free time, she reads books, although doing so is against the rules. So then, in my story, Annabella is going to try to escape the mines. She's going to tell her friend Nick about her desire to steal diamonds to plan her escape, but Nick is going to convince her that they need to help the other mine workers. Then the mine workers will come together to decide to steal diamonds to pay for a rebel army. In the climax, Annabella and her rebel army are going to storm the castle and do battle to overthrow the Red Queen. Annabella will nearly die, right? In the climax, we're going to think she's dead, but then in the falling action, she's going to miraculously come back to life. And she's going to help to set up a new government that's ruled by a council. It is now a democracy where everybody has a right to vote, where everybody can choose their own education and everybody can choose their own profession. The new law that's going to come into place is that citizens of Wonderland can choose their own education and jobs. And in the resolution, winter's going to change to spring because they're no longer going to regulate the weather, and Annabella's going to return home to quietly read without fear of breaking the rules. The major conflict is that Annabella must lead an army of mine workers to overthrow the unjust red government and change the unjust law that citizens can't choose their own jobs. So you are, for work today, going to either be working on your paragraph 1 setting pre-writing activity. If you're done with that, start drafting your story with the plot diagram. I hope this helps.